Hello and welcome to the Super Bowl edition of Gamepicks. I'm your host Austin Ramos. We got Chris Wright, Joey Gross, and man, Super Bowl is awesome. Unfortunately, I've never seen my team in one, but 7-2 Dolphins, undefeated season, perfect. It still remains to this day. I came up with a theory the other night, and I'm like, man, if the 2007 Patriots would have won that Super Bowl and taken the perfect season title away from the Miami Dolphins, maybe the Dolphins would start having some success. Is there a slight curse?
So
to
now you guys
perfection?
are hoping for the curse that we broke in, or they're.
I just thought of this the other night. This is just a pure.
I'm willing to do anything.
Just let someone go. Let somebody go undefeated.
I'll sacrifice our dynasty for that shit right now.
Yeah, I don't know. It just sucks to see how the Patriots just were down and out after Brady left, and back on top again.
God,
So the Debbie Downer of a Dolphins fan in me was very upset with that type of stuff. But yeah, just a weird random thought I had in my head. I'm like, man, what if we sacrifice the perfect season?
I think that we should just sacrifice this fucking Super Bowl and just skip to next year. Honestly.
Why do you say that?
Because I'm upset that my team isn't in it. Just frankly, I mean, it's just I don't know. I thought it was a really amazing season. And the Super Bowl just seems a little bit anticlimactic right now. But these are two really great teams that deserve to be here at the end of the day. So hopefully it's a great game. Hopefully we're not just, I don't know. Hopefully it's not like a low-scoring affair like the Rams and Seahawks game. Or, sorry, the Rams and Patriots Super Bowl from, I think, 2017. But, yeah, I'm just hoping for a good game, honestly. And then we got some bets going, which will be nice to cook up. Some Super Bowl bets. I'm gonna get some side bets going too, but they're not available on the Rock yet.
Yeah, the Rock is a hard place to bet down here in Florida.
Rock in a hard place.
Pretty much.
I heard they don't have everyone's favorite bet on there yet.
Non-quarterback to throw a fucking passing touchdown.
Yep.
It's my favorite bet.
Or a pass in general. I think it's two
Cooper
non-quarterbacks or something. Yeah, exactly. That's why probably.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna bet the shit out of that, dude. That's the only. I think I bet like $100 on the Super Bowl when it was Niners Chiefs, and then the only thing that hit was that Jawan Jennings touchdown that he threw. It got like $30 out of it. I was like, all right, I guess I got something. But yeah, Super Bowl bets are always fun. Yeah.
Chris, any thoughts or?
On Super Bowl betting?
No, just any other thoughts you want to talk about?
Shout out Hard Rock for not letting me on the app, so I will not be betting this game because I still cannot.
You're not gonna go to the guitar one last time. Run
Probably
it back at the guitar.
Probably not. I'll make some friendly wagers with some of the boys. Maybe play some squares and stuff like that. But
Super Bowl squares.
Yeah.
See, bro, this is just Super Bowl Sundays. I can't even believe it's here, honestly. Yeah. We're going to get commercials and all this shit. I don't even know. The last year's commercials were super political, though, right?
I don't recall.
I remember them being either super political or they were pushing, some crypto shit.
A lot of crypto. I remember a lot of the crypto stuff.
Hopefully Doritos comes out with a banger.
Yeah,
use a pug.
Yeah,
they did that 1 year.
Yeah, Doritos is
Jimmy.
Yeah. I ate the bones.
Alrighty, let's get into the standings one last time.
Let's do it.
We have Steve on top as usual. Everyone who's relatively on the top here, pretty much. I think DJ was the cutoff line at 8, where everyone else went 2-0 for their conference championships. So Steve finishes the season on top as once again 192-92, and he probably gonna get a win here. Let's see who he picks. But Ray C's in second, 184-100. And then we got Joey in third place, 183-101.
Yes, sir.
And you're tied with Matt. Yep. That's a big time. And then right behind them is Chris, 180-104. And I'm right behind all the boys at 178 and 106. So not the best season by me. I hate when I pass that triple-digit mark in terms of losses. But
I feel like we all kind of did, though, to be honest. Looking at the leaderboard right now, I have 101 losses.
Yeah.
The only person who didn't have is fucking Steve, that cheater.
I think he has a time machine or something.
He's got the script. He's got the almanac. He's like Biff Tannen, It's an NFL game picker.
Oh, man. Speaking of movies, let's see if Sunday is going to be a movie with these two teams matching up. We have the Seattle Seahawks versus the New England Patriots. I'm kind of weirded out that it is a NFC host site, like the 49ers are the host stadium, and it is not an NFC team that is the home representative. They are wearing they're all navy uniform. Patriots are wearing all white, but still it's just everything that's set up, it's like Seahawks versus Patriots rather than Patriots versus Seahawks. It's a minor thing that like it just bothers me because I'm like, I know how this is how should it be, but I don't know why they put it that way.
Honestly, I think that it would be pretty weird to be like going into like your rival's home locker room would kind of be kind of funny, but especially in the Super Bowl of all things, you can kind of like leave some notes and some funny shit in there. I remember when the Packers played the Giants, Odell punched a hole in the wall.
Yeah.
So that's fun. Like, you know, just certain shit. Like, and then wasn't there a year where Peyton or Eli couldn't use the home locker room for Peyton Manning when they was in Denver or something like that, or
I don't recall.
or Peyton couldn't use it when it was in MetLife
Giants,
Stadium because they were the away team. He couldn't use Eli's locker.
Yeah, that would have been hilarious.
So yeah, that is weird, but you know, NFC team. I don't know.
Why couldn't he have done it?
Because they were technically the away team.
Yeah.
It's just a bunch of technical bullshit that the NFL is trying to do, and it's just.
And I think at MetLife, like the AFC rep played like was in the Jets locker room, and the NFC rep was in the Giants. That's why the Broncos came out so bad. They got the Jets touch on them. That's what it was.
That's exactly
point
what
blank.
happened.
Period. Speaking of an AFC East team, the Patriots bounced back big time. Drake May, crazy year in return in his second season, and found himself in the Super Bowl and in the MVP conversation, which we'll get into later when we talk about NFL honors. But is it going to be enough to beat the Seattle Seahawks team, man? Chris will pound the drum harder than any of us, saying that this Seattle Seahawks team is one of the best teams as of late. So we'll hear more from him about that. But I got to agree with him. The Seattle Seahawks team is looking like the team that's going to be hoisting the Vince Lombardi trophy. So sign me up for the Seahawks. I just think they've got it all around the case here. It sucks that they lost a guy like Charbonnet, but it's a drop in the bucket when you look at all that Seattle has to offer all around the ball on the offensive side and the defensive side. And sneaky pick for MVP, Kobe Bryant.
Hot tip on a long shot.
Hot tip on a long shot.
Yeah, speaking of that, I started the year by saying that hot tip on a long shot, the Patriots would win the division. I did not say hot tip on a long shot, the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl. Give me the Seattle Seahawks. This defense is unreal, man. I don't think anybody's going to beat Seattle, even if Josh Allen got into the Super Bowl or something. Like, was it like the if not now when? Like, dude, Seahawks are a badass team, bro. And I feel like everyone's kind of looking past them because there's not too many sexy names on this team. But before we know it, in 4 seasons, these guys are going to be household names. Like, JSN is going to be one of the wide receivers that you're going to be talking about, like Justin Jefferson or Amon-Ra. They're just, I don't know, they're just, I guess, flew under the radar a little bit all year for casual fans. Now it's like they're in the Super Bowl and everyone's like, hey, who the hell is even the coach's name? You know what I mean? So I'm going to go with the Seahawks. I think that they deserve this, and the Patriots have had a little bit of a cupcake kind of schedule this year. It's kind of the debate, but I think Seahawks take it handily.
Yeah, I can't take all the credit for Seattle. My buddy is a Seahawks fan, and he just sends me a whole bunch of Seattle stuff all the time. So I kind of, like, got fed some info, but, like, I started looking into it, and I was like, holy shit, like, they're beating teams, and, like, no one's, like, even scoring on them. I'm like, if Sam Darnold just doesn't throw 4 interceptions in a game, they're going to win every single game. And that's what they did. And I took them to go to the Super Bowl. I was talking to this crazy old lady at the bar. She's a Niners fan yesterday. And she's like, it just pisses me off to see their name written in our end zone. And, well, that lady's going to be super mad because they're going to win this game and they're going to hoist the trophy in your stadium.
Oh,
and that's crazy. And that sucks for you, lady. Dude, she talked my ear off. Couldn't get away from this lady.
The fucking Niners had a chance to do something about them. They got fucking mollywopped.
Yeah.
Punched in the mouth.
Yeah,
like, big time.
I'm taking Seattle. And it's crazy, like, how quickly they turned this around with the new head coach and new quarterback. And, yeah, it just worked. So, shout out to McDaniel.
I also think
McDonald.
I also think exactly.
Sorry.
Exactly.
I was looking at Austin.
I also think it's kind of
messed
weird that, like, Kenneth Walker's having an amazing postseason and no one's really even kind of talking about it. You know, like, there's just these guys on Seattle that aren't getting their flowers, and I feel like once they get this Lombardi, or well, we're all predicting that they're going to win the Super Bowl, like, once they get that, like, maybe we can actually, like, everybody will start to be like, damn, like, those motherfuckers are good, bro. Like, if you free agent sign, like, damn, he was on the Seahawks, like, okay, like, he's solid, you know, Seahawks defense.
He hardly ran last game, too. If you notice, they they threw the ball a ton. Like, all of their first downs were passing. They weren't really running the ball.
Well, they were playing the Rams, so they have to
Yeah.
get in that passing
That too.
mentality because,
So-
you know, they were going tit for tat with the
Well,
Rams
he's
offense.
going to be fresh.
Well, and Charbonnet being out, like they're
Yeah.
not like
They don't
trying
have
to
the
do
tan-
multi.
yeah,
You
they
know,
don't
they're
have
just
the
like you're the
tandem.
guy. You're gonna get the bulk of the carries, and let's fucking go. You know,
Yeah.
and he's just taking it and fucking ramming.
They basically gave it to Darnold to go win the game, is
Yeah.
what they really did.
Well, yeah.
Well,
that's-
Loki, they gave it to JSN go win the game,
Well,
and he made some clutch
yeah.
catches.
Yeah, he's
But
nasty.
I agree, like all around offensively, like I think Sam Darnold was a big missing piece to this Seattle offense. You know, year removed from Geno, and they're on with Sam Darnold, and here they
Yeah.
are in the Super Bowl. Like, I don't think the Seahawks could have hoped for a better kind of rise to glory once again. And
Hell no.
let's see if they're hoist the Lombardi Trophy. All of us believe that to be the case. So now that brings us to the case of MVP. Who will be the Super Bowl MVP? Obviously, the quarterbacks are heavily favored here. So Sam Darnold, Drake May are the top two favorites, and then you follow that up with JSN. I'm gonna take my hat out of those three and go a little bit deeper in the pool and go with Leonard Williams. I just think
Wow.
you know, yeah.
Whoa,
Yes, sir.
look at the
Wow.
boy.
Deep
Plus
pull.
10K
Holy shit.
on
Okay.
return.
I'll tip on a long shot. Let's go.
I did this solely for like the return on investment here. You know, it's always going to be like either the highest like performing offensive player or some defensive player that really steps to make big play. I mean, a la Von Miller, you know, that strip sack fumble carried the Broncos into that Super Bowl against the Panthers. So can the big cat follow his lead and do something similar? Who knows? I just think, you know, he's been a big integral piece for the Seahawks defense this year. It may not light up the stat sheet, but he is a big menacing presence, and I think he's going to break through and really get through this injured Patriots offensive line.
Dude, I always feel like everybody's going to go quarter, which, you know, I'm going to probably pick. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second. But the D ends and the D linemen, like, if they take over a game enough, like, they can win that motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and in the Super Bowl that Brett Favre won, Reggie White had 2 sacks in the turnover, and like he was cruising to win Super Bowl MVP. And then Desmond Howard ran 2 kicks back, and they were like, okay, so they gave it to Desmond Howard. So I don't know if it's just a different time in the NFL, but I feel like D linemen are more and more winning that award.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. Like, I would love to. I almost picked it too.
Yeah,
Honestly. I was just thinking about it. I'm like, who's like a big dude that can game wreck this game? And like Leonard Williams came into my mind. But for my pick, I'm gonna be the basic bitch. And I'm gonna go Sam Darnold. We'll get to our parlay pick here in a second, but I have him having a pretty decent game. If he throws to JSN enough and JSN takes over the game, like they can easily probably give it to the guy he's throwing all the balls to. But I think I'm gonna safe bet it and just go Sam Darnold to win Super Bowl MVP. And you know, good on him, bro. Like, hell of a career. I mean, it's far from over, but just hell of a journey, you know. And you gotta respect it. And to cap it off, I mean, he's won a Heisman Trophy and to win a Super Bowl MVP and a Super Bowl, like, dude, congrats. Like, I wish there was, you know, with the Pro Football Hall of Fame kind of included college or somewhat of that. Or there's a College Football Hall of Fame, right? All right, bro. So then I'm talking out my ass right now. But like at the end,
Don't start talking about him in the NFL
No,
is the only league where the Hall of Fame is still legit. The Hall of Fame, bro.
I'm not talking Hall of Fame for Darnold, but I'm just like, damn, like he's got a good resume. You know what I'm saying? So
does Matt Leinart.
there's so many people. You know what I'm saying? So it might be just remembered as a guy who's a
he
one-off
works for
player.
Fox.
Yeah, fuck it. So Sam Darnold might work for CBS Sports
That'd be
HQ.
sick. I'm here for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the safe play is probably to take one of the 2 quarterbacks,
Mason.
whichever team you think is gonna win. Probably take whatever quarterback. I'm taking JSN because I think like very easily Darnold could have like a meh game and kind of maybe throw like 2 picks, still be enough to get the job done and win. And JSN still has like his average is like 180 in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So maybe he has like 220 and 2 tuds or something. And because I don't think they're going to be able to run the ball like a ton. So I think if he goes off, he's going to be playing, like you mentioned earlier to me, against one of the best corners in the league right now. So we'll see, but that's my play because I got Seattle winning, and I didn't want to take the easy pick like Joey.
Well, I want to piggyback off of what Joey said, and like it's true. Like it's either the quarterback that performs well or the person that gets to the quarterback. The game is won in the trenches each and every time. And if you have the quarterback that plays well, or you have the defensive end or defensive lineman that just balls out, they're going to be more than likely those type of guys in that position. If you wanted to say anything else.
No, I'm
Okay,
good.
cool.
Sam Darnold's going to win the MVP of the Super Bowl. Isn't that some weird shit to say out loud?
Well, we betted a couple of times for the 49ers Kansas City Chiefs one, and now it might be, can we do like a delayed futures bet? Like, what's going on here?
Dude, imagine. That would have paid so freaking well. What was that? Like plus 80K?
Yeah.
Like,
it was a
dude,
lot. It was a lot.
Nuts.
All right.
I love that bet, by the way. I'm just throwing that out there. Sometimes a quarterback goes down. Somebody got to step up and win the game. Just saying. That's why we were betting him.
So are you going to bet Drew Lock this year, possibly?
No.
Exactly.
If he would have gotten banged up, like he was kind of hurt going into this and not played, I probably would have still taken Drew Lock. Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Now it's time for our three-legged parlay with a minimum return of plus 250. I'm going to start us off here with my three-legged parlay. I have Mac Hollins, anytime touchdown. Kenneth Walker, the third. Over 2.5 receptions, and Travion Henderson over 18.5 rushing yards. I think that the rushing yards is easy money. Kenneth Walker, I think Darnold's going to feel some type of pressure, and he's going to want to dump it off to Kenneth Walker a few amount of times. So I think 3 receptions is more than viable for Kenneth Walker, especially since he's the lead back, biggest game of the year. You don't have your main backup in there. I mean, it's absolutely huge. And then Matt Collins, I just say why not? The old former Finn and just Warriors, So give me that Matt Collins anytime, TD. He had some big plays against Denver, and I think, a lot of eyes are going to be on Diggs and other Kayshon Boutte and other receivers, and I think Matt Collins is going to slip through for one, and let's see. It should hit.
Yeah, that sounds like I might actually back you on that. But for me, my three-leg parlay for the Super Bowl, I'm going with Sam Darnold to throw 2 touchdown passes. I think that he's going to get going early. And I think he's going to connect to Barner, the tight end. I had picked him up in a couple fantasy leagues this year, and I knew he was pretty solid. So I think that he's going to find his way into the end zone. And then I got Drake May throwing 2 touchdowns as well. Like, I don't think that the Patriots are going to be in this game too much, but I think in garbage time, Drake May will still be able to throw at least 2 touchdowns in this game. $25 wins you $200. Go play it.
All right, so I went kind of all over the place. I went Drake May, or no, I didn't. Sorry, I was reading yours. This graphic's making me laugh. Sorry. I went Patriots first team to score. I think very easily Vrabel's going to come out and he's going to want the ball. And everyone's probably putting money on Seattle. Patriots are going to come out with a little bit of attitude, probably score first. So maybe punch him in the mouth a little bit. All goes downhill after that. Sam Darnold over 2.5 passing tuds. He's been slinging that thing, so I like that. And who's he gonna throw?
3-leg parlay slinging that thing. Damn, bro.
Yeah, this graphic's been making me laugh.
Let me know how you really
Chris's
feel about your
3-leg.
3-leg, you slide
Hey,
dog.
yo, Johnson. And then who's he slinging that thing to? Old reliable Cooper Kupp. So it's plus 1741. That was a great
Holy
year.
shit.
That was a great year.
Chris had the biggest parlay out of
What's
all
that
of
Patriots
us.
first team to score at?
I
That's
have-
got to be like plus 800.
I believe so. Yeah.
Something
'cause
like
that's
that.
like a big who knows if they even win the kickoff?
That's
Heads
a
or
nice
tails?
one.
Yeah.
Heads or tails?
I didn't put that on the graphics, but tails never fails.
Tails never fails.
Putting the
Alright.
first team to score in the 3-leg parlay is wild, though,
It
bro.
can be absolutely cooked.
I might be cooked right away, but like Sam
If
Darnold.
it hits.
But
Don't
like, bro, imagine is Sam Darnold very well, like 2.5, 3 tuds in the Super Bowl. Like Patrick Mahomes, like only did that I think once. Like, I'm just saying.
Yeah,
So this
Chris
whole
is
thing's kind of far fetched, but if it all plays out and you throw some money on that girl, come on now, that 3-leg will get you right.
Bro, I hope that this hits, man.
Yeah,
It will-
that'd be awesome.
Just go down to the rock
Somebody,
and bet it.
honestly, put $1 on this for me, somebody. I'll give you $1.
I mean, it'll return like
Honestly,
170.
If
But
I
still,
win
I mean,
that
that's not
bet,
bad.
though, I'm cashing out, though. I'm keeping that $1, bro. I'm literally like, thanks, dog.
Send them the
Thanks for the
dollar.
advice.
Send them the risk. Anyways, let's keep it
I gotta
moving.
back it, that shit. $2.
We have
$3.
the Gatorade Color is our last Super Bowl related bet topic, and this one is a hot commodity because this is just a luck of the draw.
Oh, boy.
some people try to do research on seeing what is the favorite or not favorite Gatorade of each team and what's more than likely to be thrown out. Who knows? Orange and yellow are obviously like heavy favorites because they're the more common ones that get thrown out around, especially they're the better ones to drink, let's be real. And then blue, purple up there in the mix. There's even more, and we have some surprising picks here. I'm going to lead us off, though, with nothing too crazy. I'm going to go with blue plus 260 return. I was about to go with yellows / green / lime, just because I have the Seahawks winning, and I just think that navy with the lime green like coming out, like it's just a good like pop of color, and it's just so Seattle to me. Like I feel like I'll be super sick. But Joey here, you got that.
Yeah,
one.
I got yellow, green, lime. I was thinking about doing blue as well because both of these teams have blue as a color. So I was thinking, hey, that makes a lot of sense. And then I also thought, hey, I have Seattle winning, so yellow, green, lime also does make a lot of sense. But then I thought what made the most sense is that all of these are picking one color except for the one that has slashes with 3 different other things. So, like, more chances in one pick. Give me yellow, green, lime.
Oh, man. Chris?
Is that not all the same thing, though?
That's what I'm saying, though,
Yeah,
bro. I think there's a yellow... I'm colorblind,
Yeah,
all right? So,
yeah,
in my opinion, that doesn't fucking matter.
Well, there is a
what I
lime
know.
Gatorade, a yellow Gatorade, and I get... Oh, there
What
is
I'm
a
saying,
green.
though, bro,
Okay, so
like,
it covers all boundaries.
That's
All
what I'm
right.
saying. I'm like, you got a better chance of winning this motherfucker with yellow, green, lime.
All right.
How is it not minus money?
So I had the same idea, you riding the same, I'm riding the same, brain waves as you. I was like, all right, it's Seattle, so it's gotta be green, right?
Right.
Didn't want to pick the same thing as you, so I looked further down on the board.
Oh, shit.
I looked way down. I'm going no Gatorade. Seattle,
Keeping it clean.
healthy. What do they drink up there? We drink water.
Coffee.
We drink
Starbucks.
water. We're
Did
gonna
you
drink
say
some
one?
water. So I'm gonna say no color. And honestly, look at that payout compared to the rest. Come on,
So
Well, I
that
mean-
mess
yeah,
with the boy.
Look at that. Look at that payout. You're going to smoke $5 on this bet.
I mean,
Get 260 fucking
No, bro,
yellow
come
Gatorade.
on. Like, if you hear me out, like, they don't even show it, maybe. Or what if it's white? Maybe
Well,
white
there-
Gatorade.
Dude, I didn't
That
know they
counts.
had
No
that
color / whatever.
there's water / clear, so that was an option. So, but the last time that
Yeah.
happened was old Billy B here, Super Bowl 51 when the Patriots came back
Really?
against the Falcons,
Yeah, you
28
didn't know?
to 3.
Oh,
So
damn.
maybe Chris knows something we don't, and the Patriots are gonna have come back
These
in
are
historic
the
fashion.
signs.
Is
These
Mike
are-
Vrabel
these
gonna
are-
wave him off?
These are the signs.
Besides with Chris Wright.
Chris Wright, the
No
fortune teller.
Gatorade bath. And the Patriots to score first.
Yeah, really.
Fucking
What does
bet
he
with
know?
Chris.
Yeah, what is
Ride my picks. They're solid. They're stone cold.
Honestly, bro, if you bet all of these,
You're gonna make some serious.
and
coin.
like these all
If they
hit, well, imagine if all of my bets right now hit right now.
Chris is gonna retire
Run it,
with $50.
dude.
They'll
Bet
be like, we gotta get this guy back at HQ.
fucking guy bet $2. Yeah, for real.
Oh man! All right. Well, that concludes the NFL Super Bowl Sunday related picks and bets, so on and so forth. Now it's time to get into the NFL honors, which we're gonna start it off with the young guys as we typically do, and that is we're gonna start on the defensive side of the ball. Defensive Rookie of the Year. You see the favorites down there, and I'm going with one of them. I'm going with James Pierce Jr. out of the Atlanta Falcons. He set a Falcons record for sacks as a rookie, and I think the sky's the limit. The Falcons traded up for him. Unfortunately, they don't have a draft pick in this draft. They traded with the Rams. So costly, but, it was an effective pick. He performed well this season, and I think rightfully so. He earns a possibility of winning the award here. Who you got?
Yeah, I'm rocking with James Pierce Jr. as well. 10.5 sacks as a rookie is unreal. Didn't even hear about this guy during the season, and then I saw all the names available for Rookie of the Year for defense, and I was like, all right, let me look up all these guys' stats and look up some film on them, and 10.5 sacks. Fuck yeah, bro. Keep her going. Never heard of you, but let's go.
He wears 27.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's weird.
I hate that.
Hey, I'm
shit.
keeping the vibes very much on the same wavelength. I don't really know how to say this guy's name. Imanwari.
Imanwari.
Yeah,
Imanwari.
Nick Emanwari.
This guy's a dog,
Yeah, he's a
bro.
dog.
He's
Yeah.
a huge reason why Seattle is in the position that they're in. honestly, like, when you guys were talking about taking a defensive player, that would be the defensive guy I would take because he could get 2 picks in this game, and honestly, like,
Even Wari?
yeah,
For the Super Bowl,
and
yeah.
it could.
For Super
That
Bowl
would
MVP.
be great odds on him too.
When's
probably,
the last time
so,
a D-back has won Super Bowl MVP?
It's tough.
I don't know.
I can't tell you off the
I
top
don't
of
know
my
if they
head.
have.
Desmond
Why
Howard
not
technically
now?
is a DB.
Why not now? Why not us?
So Eamon had
But-
the same exact odds as Dexter Lawrence.
Okay.
DeMarcus Lawrence.
But no, he's been awesome this year. I don't have his stats in front of me, but look him up. He's been great.
Yeah.
First year player, stud. So yeah, shout out Seattle.
Shout out to the rookies, man.
Yeah.
I'll take
Balled
us to the offensive
let's go.
rookies of the year. Kind of a weird play here, but like we always say, quarterbacks kind of get favored, and in my opinion, this guy was the best quarterback from this draft class. Give me Tyler Shuck. What the Shuck?
What the
Jinx.
shot, dude?
Honestly, like, this probably is gonna go to Ted. If I was to really bet, I'd probably go with that or maybe Dart. But I think Shuck deserves it, and I think like the Saints have already kind of said they bought into him, so I think that kind of helps his case. Because if they were still even towards the end of the year, we didn't really know if they're gonna draft a quarterback in this draft or not. Which now we know they're not. This is their guy. And honestly, if he would have started every game this year, I think the Saints probably could have made the playoffs.
That
Or-
division sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
especially
mean,
in the NFC South. Yeah,
They would have made it over the Panthers, sure, but like it would have been close. I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
I think they would have been really competitive. But I got a little basic one here. I got Tedoro McMillan, just absolutely just mossing dudes left and
Yeah.
right, especially towards the later half of the season.
He's good.
And
Fucking
help.
odds on that shit.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
bro.
heavy favor here, and rightfully so. I would have maybe liked Jackson Dart, but he didn't play enough. And similar to Tyler Shuck, if Shuck would have had a similar output throughout the entire season, and he had a almost full season of body to like follow, probably would have been Shuck for me. But I got to go with Tet. Just you saw the evolution in him getting better and better and becoming a true pro, and really helped Bryce Young, kind of get his feet from under him because the carpet was getting slipped out real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Ted McMillan as well. When during the draft, I was like a little bit. I mean, he was the number one receiver on everyone's board.
Yep.
He was the number one first receiver taken, and I was a little skeptical. I'm like, I don't know, maybe. He's balled the fuck out. He's
Yep.
clearly a guy, a dude, a dog, whatever you want to say, and he might be like a JSN where in a couple years we might be talking about him as a potential household name, but. Carolina's a weird situation where like players kind of get pissed off there and disgruntled and like find their way out, make their way to a different team. I'll have DJ Moore, so we'll see. But I really like Ted McMillan a lot, and the Panthers got themselves a good one. I'll take us to the next game though. We got the next pick. We got comeback player of the year for the NFL honors. And
Kim
look, man,
Kardashian.
I'm gonna. Yeah. I
What do
love
you
it.
even mean by that, dude?
You ever see
Bro,
that Parks and
she's
Rec?
never seen the video?
No.
She had cum
She
on her
had
back.
come on her back,
Oh,
I'm pretty
geez.
sure.
I walked right
It's
into that
Parks
one.
and Rec. But I'm going to go with somebody who I don't want to really go with, to be honest with you. Detroit Lions star defensive end Aiden Hutchinson. Comeback player of the year, 14.5 sacks after only playing 5 games last year. Phenomenal. I mean, one of the best at the position, and can't really say enough. How is this plus 5,000? Who's the fucking favorite here? Christian McCaffrey?
Yeah.
Fuck off. 14.5 sacks? That's unreal, dude. Like, what?
Yeah, no, dude. Like literally, so like I had made my pick. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's the heavy favorite for sure. I didn't really see T-Law or Phillip Rivers as
Dude.
viable candidates. I did this strictly off of like betting purposes. But dude, when I saw you put in Hutch, I was like, oh my god, how did I not even think about him? Dude, awesome pick, Aiden Hutchinson. CMC's just consistent, and unfortunately he dealt with injuries last year, and so they're like, oh, he's up for comeback player of the year. It's like, all right, whatever. If I was betting, I would probably put money on Aiden Hutchinson because, man, he had an amazing season off of a horrific injury. So I'm buying more for Joey's pick than
Bro, I
my
can't
own.
even
It's top
fucking.
4 in sacks.
I can't even believe it right
Top
now.
4. If
Yeah.
Myles Garrett didn't exist, he'd be a sack away from the top.
Bro.
Yeah, pretty much sack and a half. Or
It's
something
like Micah,
that. Yeah.
bro. Like Micah
Yeah.
had 12.5. I mean, he tore his shit, but I mean, 14.5 sacks is no fucking joke.
Yeah.
That's big time,
That's
bro.
a
Like,
dog.
what are we doing? I mean, that's nothing. I don't know, dude. Like that's some guy that could be that's a game changer,
Yeah.
bro. Like
Facts.
All right, so my guy, I'm a big story guy. I like the narratives, and so do the writers. So do the people that vote for these kind of awards. So give me the guy who literally came out of retirement
back
to
player of the year.
the NFL. Give
That's
me
Kim Kardashian.
Phillip Rivers. Wasn't great. we got to see him throw a couple touchdowns, add a little bit to his his yardage. He's up there all time in yards. That's pretty much the highlights, I guess. It wasn't great, but yeah. I mean, I don't know if I would bet this.
How does Phillip Rivers have better odds to win this shit than Aiden Hutchinson? He had 14 and a half
He came
sacks.
off his couch back to
Bro,
the
this guy
NFL,
came
bro.
off a fucking a hospital bed, a surgery. He gets under the fucking...
Yeah.
Phillip
under the
Rivers is
fucking
like
light.
48.
Yeah, but like even when he was in, like it wasn't like the performances weren't phenomenal enough.
Comeback
for
player of
real.
the year.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck that.
Like it
14
was
and a half
crazy that Phillip Rivers came back in the fashion that he did, but like I think it was just like just opportunist. Like he saw like the opportunity to come back for a depleted Colts team, couldn't do much with it. Like if he would have won a game, like we would have been talking about okay, he did something significant, you know.
I don't know if he wins it.
I'm not
like
mad
the
that
story.
Phillip Rivers is in the conversation or
I feel
nominated
so.
or whatever, but I don't think that he deserves to have better betting odds than Aiden Hutchinson to win this fucking award.
Yeah.
Like, we forgetting that this guy only played 5 games last year?
Damn.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
The Bulls already cut Mike Conley.
Gone.
Thank you for your service, sir.
Less than
On to
24 hours.
basketball.
I'll keep us moving though to the next things because we're talking about Aiden, so let's talk about DPOY,
Yeah.
Defensive Player of the Year.
This will be a quick conversation.
Yeah,
I think you can show all of our
Yeah,
picks.
go
AJ.
ahead. Sweeping the board, I
Yeah.
think there, AJ. Myles Garrett across the board. I mean,
Did he
he
get to every single one of our quarterbacks this season?
I think
He
so.
broke the
Yeah.
record.
I think he
Yeah,
did.
probably.
Yeah, he
honestly,
got all of
did he
us.
get Caleb at
Yeah,
the
he
end?
got,
Yeah,
he got
he did.
'Cause he
Caleb,
was
he got
talking
Jordan,
about it,
and
yeah,
he got,
yeah.
I don't know, did he get to him?
He
You
got
guys
to
played
him.
the Browns?
Yeah, he got to it.
He definitely
Who did
He
he
got
get the
to it.
sack record on? It was.
He got the sack
Burrow.
record on
Rodgers.
Burrow.
Bro, on the
Or
final
Burrow,
game.
Burrow.
He should have got
Right,
it on
but
Rodgers,
then
he
then
didn't.
yep. I mean, what else more can you say? He broke the record.
Myles Garrett just
He's a
became the best
beast.
defensive player at the position in a long fucking time.
Yeah.
I mean, Aaron Donald was an amazing defensive lineman, but he never broke the sack
JJ?
record.
JJ was close.
J-
TJ
I
has
was-
been
well,
close.
JJ was a while ago, bro. Like, we
TJ?
got to think about when JJ Watt's prime was. That's over 10 years ago, dog.
TJ has been close.
TJ was really good, and yes, he tied the sack record, but like, I feel like Myles Garrett sustained
He's done
the
it longer.
consistency.
Been
And
healthier.
like, not to discredit TJ fucking Watt, because he's unreal and I really like him a lot, but I just think that Garrett is just that game wrecker. You know what I mean?
I think this is honestly long
like,
overdue.
bro, like he scares people. Like,
Yeah.
you know, not to say that Watt doesn't, but dude, he's a fucking unit,
Yeah,
bro.
he's huge, bro.
Shout out
God-
Brian
God
Burns
bless him,
that
bro.
finished in second. No one's even gonna
Dude,
probably mention your
I
name,
know.
dude. I'm sorry.
The Giants have such they have like 4 or 5 pieces that are like, wow, bro. Like if we put a team around these motherfuckers, like,
Well, he was on
wouldn't that be
Carolina. Matt,
Yeah, he
remember?
was, and
Imagine
they
if
traded him.
Carolina kept him.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
traded him for nothing, pretty much. Yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to all the guys who are up there. Micah Parsons, incredible
Hell
year
yeah.
at Green Bay.
Let's go.
And,
Second?
Yeah.
Come
and
on,
Then,
like-
and then Brian Burns with New York. I mean,
Hey,
they had
not for
great
nothing
seasons.
though. Micah Parsons more favored to win DPOY than Aiden Hutchinson. I'm for that. Let's go. Shout out Micah, baby. You're gonna get
man.
better next year. We coming through strong. You're gonna break his record. You're gonna be better.
Oh man, but yeah, I think it was Aaron Rodgers. They almost called it a sack that he went down similar in fashion to Brett Favre with Michael Strahan. So like it was just like, oh my God, the parallels are insane.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, that was absolutely cool that he was able to break the record. It was just long overdue. I think just the mere figure of Myles Garrett is absolutely just huge and finally like getting this recognition because he's never gotten this award before.
Yeah.
So long overdue. Let's talk about offensive player of the year though. I'm gonna keep mine short and sweet. Puka freaking Nacua. That guy was a reception machine. Just each and every time Stafford needed to throw to anyone, it was Puka Nacua coming out with the ball. And his performances helped surge this Rams team into the season they had. Runner-up for the NFC West, which was a dogfight of a division. And each and every game, every time the clutch plays needed to happen, the ball was going his way, and he delivered. Almost delivered in that Falcons game where, almost got in the field goal range. That was a crazy catch that didn't count. But still, it's just everything that he's put forth into this season. You've seen the development over the last 3 seasons of him, and I think this was the right time for Puka to get this award. So congrats to him if he wins it.
I'm also going Puka. Honestly, I think his odds are really freaking good because he had essentially the same stats as JSN, like 80 yards or something. I looked it up, like 80 yards or something like that. Less than JSN, I want to say, but same amount of catches, same amount of touchdowns, and in like 2 less games than JSN played. It's crazy. All 3 of these guys are in the same division, aren't they?
Yep.
So that's kind of crazy. Just noticed that. But yeah, like you said, Puka's a dog, bro. Like if he stays healthy for a whole year, he's probably going to start chasing some of these records if Stafford stays there a couple more years. But I like this a lot. I mean, you know where I'm going for MVP, so.
Real quick, I was surprised that you didn't go with JSN because you were pounding the table for him being the best receiver.
I don't think he's going to get it. I think he also has a lot more time, and Puka's kind of done this for like 3 years now, and this is kind of JSN's first year kind of probably, but I have no doubt he'll probably be in the conversation in years to come. But, yeah, the odds are just – and then I looked at the stats, and I'm like, I can't do it. Like, his stats are the same and in less games. If Puka would have played the other 2 games or so, he'd probably be minus 7,000.
That was what it was for me, too. Yeah. I saw, like, the comparisons. I'm like, it's really for those 2 guys for me. Like, CMC was the next in line. I'm like, nah, he's out of the picture for me. Get comeback player of the year. That's my sympathy award for him. But, yeah, for those 2 guys, I was like, weighing him on a scale pretty much. I'm like, he did more in less games. You got to give it to that guy.
I don't understand the betting odds for this shit either because there's so many people that I feel are deserving. They're like, oh, yeah, their odds are worse than fucking Phillip Rivers. But I'm going to go with Drake May. I feel like this is a Super Bowl edition of the show, and we have not very much talked about one of the teams that are in the Super Bowl.
That's true.
And I'd like to for a second. Drake May has brought winning back to New England. He has brought the culture back from a 5-year extinction, very short. But he's the guy, And then there was the MVP conversation. We're going to get to that. But I just feel like he didn't do enough to quite win that MVP. But all year we were like, I don't know, maybe Drake May will win it if this guy kind of chokes and doesn't perform well down the stretch. And I feel like that's they're going to give it to... I feel like we're going to talk about it next, but who we all kind of thought it was going to be. And I feel like the second best person to give the MVP or best player of the league award to would be Drake May because
I like that.
I think it goes beyond stats on a stat sheet. Drake May he's a leader. People respect him. He's a young cat and he's putting on for the young guys and he's going to be around for a very long time. He's changing the culture and the fan base and everyone's rallying around him. Some people are starting to like the Patriots. I didn't like the Patriots before because of Drake May. And I think
Cardi
B. Exactly. Cardi B. Who knows what's going on there? 4 kids in 1 year for that fucker with 4 different women. So
good guy.
Well, he might be a watcher for all we know. He'd be like, hey, Drake, get in on this. Pump some of this shit. I can do yours? No.
You're talking so highly of this guy. No,
Where are we going now?
I like this pick. His odds are actually really freaking good. Mm-hmm. We didn't really talk about him. He had a great year. I mean, they won the division. Patriots had an easy schedule, yes, but you still got to win these games, and they were beating good teams. So I like this pick.
He was playing fucking unreal too. I don't remember his stats off the top of my mind, but they were freaking really close to Stafford and second in pretty much everything quarterback wise all year. So I'm going with Drake May.
You were high on the Patriots pretty much all season long. Offensive player, Drake May. Who you got for coach of the year?
Coach of the year, man. I got to go with Vrabes, bro. He's just really, brought winning back to frickin' New England. We could say it's Drake May, but it's Mike Vrabel, too, man, because they fired their coach last year, too, and it obviously, the coaching change. They're back in the fucking Super Bowl. It's got a lot to do with it, man, and I love Mike Vrabel, man. He's just a badass dude who we all, maybe not Chris, maybe we all kind of wish was our coach, you know what I mean?
I would have taken him.
We
hired Ben Johnson.
Yeah, but he's just a cool dude who you want to grab a beer with, and he's coached his ass off all year. He's got those guys ready to roll, and let's see how he does in the Super Bowl, man. He might fucking do it, but I got Mike Vrabel.
Yeah, dude, I was on the fence here. I was about to go with Rabes just because like I'm like, all right, this is cool. Like worst to first type of mentality. Just kind of bringing back the Patriots dynasty and so on and so forth. Then like the easiest schedule like narrative kind of kicked into my head. I'm like, I don't know, man. I was really tough there. I'm gonna go with a team that has been battling for the last 2 years, and they're playing against each other this upcoming Sunday, and that is Mike McDonald with the Seattle Seahawks. They both finished with the best records in football. There was 3 teams that had 14-3 record, so you kind of got to give it to one of those 3 coaches, right? But outside of that, Liam Cohen just absolutely coached. I mean, Mike McDonald coached his butt off and really got the Seattle team to buy in. Even last year. So it's kind of been like a overall award for me mentally just because they entered the season like 9-0 on road games under Mike McDonald. And I just think that type of mentality, road dogs and just finding ways to get wins, I think it's going to carry over well to Sunday. But on top of that, just massive turnaround for him and that Seattle organization. I mean, it was really close between the two. I just got to give a little more props to Mike McDonald here.
Yeah, I get it.
Both those picks are good. I mean, both these guys are in the Super Bowl, so it makes sense. I mean, I think this is very much a narrative award, so I think a first-year head coach is probably going to win. I think they're all very deserving. Like, I don't think we would have sat here and thought, like, I think that 4 out of the top 5 are first-year head coaches, which is pretty cool. The guy I think should win the award just because he hasn't, but we got to base it off this year, and I think he did the most with the least amount. Is Shanahan. He's not my pick, but I think like we gotta talk about him a little bit. But give me Ben Johnson. I gotta rock with my boys. We had a great season. Nobody expected this. We had one hell of a turnaround. He has great odds. I think one of these guys probably gets it just because they did make the Super Bowl, and that shouldn't factor in, even though it probably will. But yeah, it is crazy. All these guys are like first-year head coaches, killing the game. Some of these are going to fall off, and we're probably not going to think so highly of them in like 4 years maybe. Hopefully it's not us, but give me Ben Johnson.
It's like all these first-year head coaches come to or obviously, well, Ben Johnson's a first-year head coach. Mike McDonald too?
Yeah.
Second year.
But Mike Vrabel, I'm saying, had prior head coaching experience. I don't think the other 2 did. So, like,
Duval.
It's just weird, like, when, Liam Cohen, you just keep your head up, bro. You might win this shit again next year. But these guys, like, it just seems like when you get the first-year head coach in the program, like, people don't know how to game plan for your ass, and when you got the first, like, both of them are in the Super Bowl this year, and they got lightning in a bottle, and they're trying to strike with it. So that's why we kind of see, like, okay, this guy won Coach of the Year. Now he's fired. Kevin Stefanski, Brian Dable. You know what I mean? So that first year with that first head coach is always like, wow, this is great. You got to sustain it. You know what I mean? So, like, let's see if the Vrabel or McDaniel or
the
McDonald, sorry. I can't even fucking get it straight anymore. Or Ben Johnson. I mean, who knows? I don't know why Ben Johnson has plus 8,000, but...
Yeah, it's just there's heavy favorites at the top. It's how
Like
odds
I
work,
think
but
that he, like, honestly, I think
like
he
a
might deserve
stud.
to win the award. I don't really
Ben
want
Johnson?
to bet on it, but I think that he does. Like,
I find it hard to like agree in the sense that you guys were in a very tough competitive division, and it was kind of up in the air like who was gonna win. Detroit was heavily favored. Like the reigning champs for the past 2 seasons was Dan Campbell and the Detroit Lions, right? So like. The odds were stacked against them, so you can kind of put that into the
I think
favor.
the Vikings have better odds than us too.
fuck
Yeah.
Nobody suspected the
Yeah,
Bears
no,
to even win
100%.
fucking 8 games.
Bro,
this year.
in his first year as a head coach, we had our best quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Statistically, yes.
At the end of the day, you look at a team like Seattle who was in a dogfight of a division with the NFC West, and they had to win out 7 straight to confirm that division, win it on the final game of the season.
I'm blaming Mike.
You gotta
It
get
goes
it
back
right.
to what I said to at the beginning. It's just the Seattle, the whole thing all year hasn't been a fucking top storyline. You know what I mean? And then they somehow got in here, and everyone's like, oh, damn, how the hell did they get here? No, they got it by fucking winning.
Yeah.
And winning a lot
Yeah.
in a hard division where all 4 teams made the playoffs.
Except for the Cardinals.
Oh, well, Jesus Christ. Like, they might as well not even be a fucking organization at this point.
I wouldn't be mad if any of these coaches won, though,
Yeah.
to be honest. Like, this is, like, a one-off scenario. Like, if Ben Johnson had this year last year, he probably wins the award in a landslide.
Yeah, more than
It's
likely.
a good coaching year.
This
Yeah.
is a crazy new cycle of young coaches,
Yeah.
which is kind of sick because, like, we kind of had that age where we had these guys that were kind of clinging on for too long.
Yeah.
Shout out Pete Carroll.
Shout out
And
Mike Tomlin.
Well,
I think
he's
he's still
even
got
kind
some
of
tread on
young,
the
but like
tires.
Yeah.
too
I
long in
agree.
one spot for sure. Yeah, but all right, Austin, take us to the last pick.
All right, we got the last one right now, and it is the most valuable player. I'm not gonna spoil all of our picks, but I will tell you that it's a no-brainer. I'll lead us off though.
Yeah.
I got Matthew Stafford, just absolutely dominant year, 40 plus passing touchdowns, just each and every week, just slinging the rock, just getting it around the field. You would have thought he would have had a little bit of a regression with no, what's it called? No Cooper Kupp on the team no more. But Devontae Adams steps in, and they establish a great connection. It wasn't great to start, and then boom, fire, just scoring like 4 touchdown games like multiple times throughout the season. So Stafford absolutely deserves this award. Drake May was a tough, close one, but you got to go with the odds-on favorite. You got to go with Matthew Stafford.
I'm going to go with Matthew Stafford as well. This is when we should bring up the Hall of Fame because he's adding to his resume.
Yep.
1 Super Bowl, 1 Hall of Fame, and he's been in the league for a while. I know he's getting up there in passing touchdowns all time, passing yards all time. So just adding to his legacy. Listen, the Hall of Fame is not guaranteed anymore. A Super Bowl doesn't really make a lot of things. Eli Manning has been rejected for the second year for the Hall of Fame, and everyone said that he should be in the Hall of Fame. Bill
He's better
Belichick is
than
getting
Eli.
rejected from the Hall of Fame. I'm just naming off names. There's just a lot of different people that we thought, hey, maybe these guys should be like first ballot, maybe even like second ballot Hall of Famer, but they don't. So we'll see what happens when it comes to that. But I got Matthew Stafford winning the MVP here and extending that legacy, man.
Yeah, I'm taking Stafford, bro. And if you didn't think he was going to make the Hall of Fame before, like, you definitely have to put him in now. I mean, Josh Allen came on our show today. He said he's every quarterback's favorite quarterback. That just tells you enough right there. Josh Allen just won the MVP. So, like, that's all I need to know last year. So if he's saying that about Stafford, like, if he wasn't in Detroit for so long, like, and he would have gone to the Rams or somewhere else way sooner, we wouldn't even be talking about this. But he was a loyal guy. You can't fault him. He wanted to try to make it work there. And, the owners suck. It's Detroit. I don't think they'll ever win. But he's an all-time great quarterback, like, in my opinion. Like, I wouldn't put him in, like, the upper echelons of, like, the Rodgers. But I think he's kind of up in, like, maybe the, like, Roethlisberger kind of category. Like, I don't think he's first ballot for
I think he's
sure.
in like the Eli Manning.
I think he's better than
category,
Eli
too.
Manning.
I'll put him ahead of Eli.
But it's like a tier, you know what I mean? Like it's like a
Yeah.
class, like Big Ben, Eli, Stafford,
Okay.
Phillip, Drew Brees. Are we going?
put-
No, Drew Brees is a first
Yeah.
ballot. Drew Brees
Well,
got to be
Yeah,
a
I
first
put
ballot.
Drew Brees above
Drew
him.
Brees ever win MVP?
I don't know, but he has a ton of passing records when he retired.
He's
The
got
iconic
stats
Super
galore,
Bowl,
and he
yeah.
won a Super Bowl that he cheated to win.
The
but-
damn baby.
yeah, we can go all day with that. But yeah, Brady's gonna get in the Hall of Fame too. He cheated to
And
win like
then-
4 of them motherfuckers.
And then you bring up college. You were probably too young to remember this, but he was a good college quarterback.
Yeah, he was.
Brees.
No,
Stafford.
Stafford.
No.
Where'd he
Yeah.
play?
Yeah,
Georgia.
Georgia.
Go
Dog
dogs!
barking, baby.
I don't know why everyone calls me Bark Boy now. Oh man. Well, that concludes the NFL honors segment of this show, and this is the last one, the Super Bowl game picks one. NFL honors. It's been quite the ride, 22 episodes deep, and it comes to an end, unfortunately. Any last words for the final sign off?
I'm excited to see what my team does in the off season.
man.
If
Lot of work to do.
you're a Bears fan, say goodbye to DJ Moore. I think we're definitely, especially if we can get rid of him, we will save some money and gotta hit on some picks.
Yeah.
And hopefully fill some holes on defense. And I think we're gonna see this team, but hopefully a little better offense. And defense just needs to catch up and kind of keep par. And we should be a fun and frisky team next year.
Yeah, there's a lot of house cleaning that we need to have. Like, Rich Bisaccia should be fired by now. He's not. They're going to cut Rashawn Gary. They got to cut Nixon. They got to cut some people to get some money. And then they got to go after some needs that they need. We need some corners. And we just need to stay healthy. We need a little D-line help, too. And
DC.
Then, we got a DC. We got
Now you gotta
Jonathan
get rid of
Gannon.
him. You gotta get rid of him. I
I
don't
don't
like
know,
that
bro.
guy.
He went to a Super Bowl.
He punched his player.
Yeah, he's... Yeah.
Just trying to hype him up, dude.
We'll see. I mean, I don't. What the fuck do I know about defensive coordinators?
Yeah.
And shit? So I'm hoping it'll be good. Like, you know, but yeah, a lot of house cleaning that needs to happen over in Green Bay. But the core is good and get healthy and let's fucking go. Stay healthy.
Yeah, lots of optimism for this Dolphins organization, but there's definitely going to be a valley before there's a peak, in my opinion. So definitely going to be some turbulent waters, troubled waters, choppy waters, whatever you want to say, for this Dolphins organization in the near future. But who knows? What if freaking Jeff Hafley comes in,
Hell yeah.
turns this thing around immediately, coach of the year next
Hell
year?
yeah.
Who knows? At the end of the day, this
Jeff
Dolphins
Hafley for coach of the year, I fucking love it. Let's go.
Yeah, this Dolphins team has a lot to work on, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Just got to figure things out. Lots of indiscreet ways of saying either they're going to keep Tua or get rid of him. Just, you know, I know you don't want to show all your cards too early, but just kind of already start heading in that direction once the offseason officially begins, once they can start making moves and so on and so forth. So let's see what this Dolphins team does. I can't really give you a North Star.
Yeah.
The North Star is find some way to be relatively successful
lot
for
of work
a
to
sustained amount of time.
Lot
That's
of
pretty much it.
work.
Yep.
A lot of
A
work.
lot of work to do over in Miami, but I think you guys got the right guy to make it happen. So
Let's hope so, man. I'm excited
like
for him and Sully to lead this organization at the front. So let's see how it goes. That concludes NFL game picks for the 2025-2026 NFL season. Thank you guys so much, and we'll catch you later. Peace.